So we've got a great plugin for you as a bonus to learnfromjohn.com, and you use this with your JLMailer account. I'm going to install the plugin, show you how to access the licensing, and then how to use it. So the first thing we'll do, as usual when installing a plugin, come to the dashboard, plugins, and add new. Click on upload plugin, choose file, find where you've saved it. In my case it's on my desktop, and then click on the name, click on open, and then click on install now. This is all the same as normal for installing a plugin. Then we activate the plugin, and down here on the dashboard we have a new option for JLMoptin and a credentials setting, which is where we put in the account details for our learnfromjohn.com account. Now I've already entered mine, of course, so it's coming straight to my first opt-in, but that's all you need to do to install it, and you must make sure you put in your regular learnfromjohn.com user credentials to activate the plugin. Now if we scroll down again, we have opt-in forms here, so if I click on this it will show me all the opt-in forms I've already defined. I've got one here and I can add new ones, so let's do that and I'll show you how they work. So I'm going to put a title here, and this title is actually going to appear as the main heading of the form, and then we just complete the details here for the rest of the fields and blocks and so on. Now let me just scroll down so you can see a bit more of this. We have 10 templates, some of them are full page, so that one for example is a full page form, looks very nice. That's another full page one, and so on. This is a straightforward form. If you wanted to, you can make this form a full page one just by checking the box here. We will be adding more templates as time goes on, and as you can see we get a preview when we select a particular form. The subheading is this part here, so let's put something in. Learn how to make money online, or whatever. On some of the forms you will have a separate call to action underneath. I'm going to leave this blank because it doesn't. As you can see, there's only the subheading here. The name and email is the wording that will appear here. So let's just put an example. Enter your name, enter your main email address. And you can put whatever wording you want to appear within the box. When people start typing their name and email, that wording will disappear, but it just tells them what to do. The button is the wording that will appear here, so let's say get your free report now. And the privacy statement, which will appear underneath, you put whatever you want. We never spam, 100% guaranteed, or whatever message you want to put to confirm that you are an ethical marketer. Now some of the forms will have an image, and if they do have an image on them, you can choose which image shows from here. You can upload an image or select an image from your existing library. So for example, just by clicking on that one I could embed that image, for example. This particular form doesn't have an image, so I'm going to leave that blank. If I want to use a full page form, I can put a video background and optionally have the audio of the video playing, and then we have a full page video background. And what you do is you put in here the URL, the location of the MP4 file that you want to play. The page title is what will appear as the page title for search engine optimization purposes, so that can be whatever you want, money making for example. The meta description and meta keywords are the keywords and description that you want to appear on the full page squeezes. Now on a full page form, the meta description and meta keywords that you put in here are embedded into that page for you. If you're using a standard form like this one, it will appear on another page that you create, so you don't need to enter the details here for a form. You would only do it if you're using this as a full page. The form ID, I'm going to show you how to get that later. In my example I'm going to put 11, and then the tags, the subscribe URL, already subscribed URL, thank you URL, and verification return URL. You can put these in. These are optional values, and they follow the same format as the fields that you would enter within JLMailer itself, which we're going to look at in a few minutes. So what I've got now is a form that says join my list, so let me just publish that. And if we go back to JLMoptin, There we go, and look at the opt-in forms, you'll see that there's a special code. Here's my join my list, and this short code, let me just copy that, I can use to embed that form on any page or post on my site. And you'll also be able to do this in widgets and sidebars in the next release of this. So let me just add a new page. So I'll add a new page here. So let's do sample form, and then you could put your own sales message here, benefits, and then let's do one, let's do that again. So you put whatever message you want, and then where you want the form to appear, you will paste in that code that we've just taken. So let me publish this page and show you what that page would look like now with my embedded JLMoptin form. So as you can see, I have whatever text I've put here, and I could put some later as well if I wanted, and then I have my form. So I've got the heading that I chose, the subheading, the reminder message to people what to complete, the text here on the button, and the privacy message. So if I want to, I can go back and change this form very quickly. So I just come back to my opt-in forms, click on edit, and what I could do, let's put this onto a full page. So that's a full page form, and you see we've got a subheadline, headline, and then we've got in this one we've got a call to action. I'll just put your call to action goes here, and we have an image. So I'm going to select an image, and let me just choose something different. Let's have a look. I'm going to choose that one. Just click on choose image, and you can see that the text is here. It doesn't show on the preview, it will only show on the main one. So let's just update that. Now that's only taken a few seconds, but any page on my site that had this form embedded will now respect the new version that I've just created, or the edited version. So if you have a look at this, so there we go, we've got the image, headline, call to action, enter your name, get your free report, we never spam, and we still have some of the message here. Now let me show you something else. If I wanted that to be a full page form and I check this box, just watch what happens. Let's update that. So what you have now is the possibility of doing those guru style squeeze pages that are full page with a video background if you want them. Let me reload and show you what I mean. So now we have a full page squeeze page. The copyright and the website address is automatically taken for you because it's going to be on your website, so you won't want that to appear anyway, and you have a full page squeeze form. Now what I want to do is show you a video background, and what I'm going to do is plug in an MP4 file here, and then we'll look at this one again, and you'll see a video background. So let me just find a file. I'll pause while I do that. So I've actually added in a sales video that we did, which was just a test one of John. Let me take this image out for them. Oh no, I'll leave the image in actually, because we can have an image with this and the background. I'm going to leave the audio unchecked, which means there'll be no sound, it's just the video playing. Let's update that, and again that will instantly update any page or post that is using this particular form definition. So if I reload the page, just look what happens in the background, and you'll see that the video starts playing. And actually in the background you can see that that's John Leger. You can only just see him through there, which is quite interesting. Normally you'd have a more generic style of video. That's not particularly a good example. It's just a quick example to show you that you can put video in here. It can be anything you want, whatever video you like. So let's go back. I'm just going to take that out for now. That's fine. So we have all these different options for the styles. Let's have a look at that one. Okay, that's similar but without the image. That one is dark, quite nice. And that one, let's have a look. We'll update. Now I took the video out, remember, so we won't see the video this time. Let's just refresh the page. And again we have a guru style full page background image squeeze page. And you can see we've got the big headline, the subheadline, the call to action, the form, and then your submission button. Now you can create as many of these opt-in forms as you want on each blog that you have. You can have as many forms on as many pages as you want to, so that if you had 1,000 pages on your blog, you can have an opt-in form on each one of them if you want to. All you have to do, let me scroll down again, is click on Optin Forms here under JLMoptin, and these codes, these are called short codes, as you can see. This is the code that you drop into your page to show the form. Now whether you put anything else on that page depends on whether you want an extra message and whether you're using a full page form and so on. If you have any questions, obviously ask us, but the basic usage is pretty simple, as you've seen. Now I did tell you that I would show you how you get the number for your form ID to go in here. In a future version we'll be able to define the form just from your login credentials, and you won't need to put a form ID, but for now you're going to have to put this in. So what we do, I'm going to go into JLMailer, I'm going to log in. Let me pause while I do that. When you come to Optin Forms and you've created a form, if you hover over one of the forms, at the bottom you'll see there's a number, FID equals 9. I'll highlight that for you. And you don't need to do anything with this form, so let me create a new one and I'll show you what I mean. So let's just do a basic form with an arrow, and then what we're going to do is build my form. All I'm going to do is call this demo 2. I've got to save the changes. Oh, I've got to just complete these, yeah. Now the verification link for double opt-in, I'm just going to put something here. You'll see what it is. There we go. Okay, now I'll save the changes to the form. Oh, John's added some extras. He knows that that's not a real form. Okay, so let's see if that will save this time. Yeah, cool. If I go back to the Optin Forms, Demo 2, when I hover over it, at the bottom I can see that my ID is number 66. And so I can put 66 in here. And what that will do is make sure that when we submit the form, and a user comes to our site and submits the form with their details, it will go correctly into our account and be validated properly. So I would put, in this example, I would put 66 here. Now you can use the same form over and over again, or if you want to, for testing purposes and split testing, you can create multiple forms and then just use each of the IDs on here, so that you can create multiple versions of your sign-in form and test which work the best. You might find a full page is more effective than a small form, or vice versa, depending on the type of niche that you're in, the type of visitor that you get, and so on. Okay, so that's the basic use of JLMoptin. If you have questions, please let me know and I'll answer them. Be happy to answer any queries that you have. We will be releasing a ton of new templates as soon as we can, and then you'll just see them in the drop down here. They'll just appear, and of course you get your preview, as you can see. Okay, hope that helps. Talk to you soon.